Hello everyone, welcome to the Geoecologist. I am Dr. Krishnanand and you have been watching my videos on physical geography, climatology and various topics of human geography as well. So now in today's session on climatology, we are going to learn something which is related to temperature distribution, specifically to vertical temperature distribution. So in earlier lectures, we have already learned about the horizontal temperature distribution. In vertical temperature distribution, there is a phenomena called lapse rate. So in today's session, we are going to discuss in detail that what is a lapse rate and what are its factors related to the concept. So let's go ahead. But before that, do like and subscribe to our channel and don't forget to share the videos with others as well. So now let's learn about lapse rate. But what is this lapse rate and why is it important to learn? So this word lapse comes from the Latin basic word that is lapsus, which basically means to glide or to slip or to fall. So here in context of temperature distribution, when we are talking, what is this lapse all about? It is about the decreasing temperature when we are moving vertically ahead from surface to the atmosphere. So remember, in the horizontal distribution of temperature, in the atmospheric structure also, we saw that the atmosphere is multi-layered and across the layers the temperatures vary like this particular graph. So in this vertical temperature distribution, this phenomena which is important is the lapse of temperature. So that is where the temperature falls, again rises, again falls. So there is a constant change happening. So this lapse rate basically is about the lapse or the fall of temperature with the altitude. So let's elaborate it further and understand the importance of lapse rate and what is this phenomena all about in details in this session. So now, the question is, what is lapse rate? So in one line we can understand that lapse rate is basically a change of temperature. That is, what is significant here is the rate of change of temperature observed while moving upward through the Earth's atmosphere with elevation. That is why we talk about that in different layers, if we move through different layers, right? That is vertical distribution from the ground surface to the troposphere, tropopause, stratosphere, stratopause. So across these layers, what happens to the temperature? So specifically in troposphere, when we see that when we go ahead from the ground to this tropopause, what is there? The temperature keeps on decreasing, that we have studied in the earlier lectures as well. So this phenomena, that is with elevation, that is moving upward, the Earth's temperature, that is in the atmosphere, keeps changing. In what ways it changes? Till in troposphere, it decreases basically. So this is called normal lapse rate as well, because normally this is the phenomena which is observed. But remember, it's not just this particular fixed thing that only it will decrease. So there are lots of other things as well. So let's understand this lapse rate, that it is considered to be positive in one particular case, zero in one particular case, and also negative in one particular case. So what are these three types of lapse rate or three cases of lapse rate? The first one is that positive lapse rate. What is this? When we say positive, it means, what are we talking about? When the temperature actually decreases with elevation. So don't get confused when the word positive comes. It doesn't mean there is increase. It basically means that it is normal. Normally what happens from ground to air, temperature decreases. So if the temperature decreases normally, it is basically meaning that it is a positive scenario of lapse rate. But if it does not increase or decrease, if it remains constant, in that case, it is considered to be a neutral or a zero lapse rate situation, right? So it can be also called neutral lapse rate because it is constant. There is no increase or decrease in temperature with altitude or elevation, right? And what is negative lapse rate? Obviously, the just opposite of the positive one, that is when temperature starts to increase with altitude, right? So when we move from ground to the atmosphere through this air, what starts to happen? If there is this increase in temperature, so in that case it is negative. So remember, the positive case of lapse rate is about the decrease in temperature, not increase in temperature. Many people get confused, so I'm stressing on this point. Do remember, positive lapse rate is normal lapse rate, that is about decrease of temperature with elevation. And then we have the neutral or the zero lapse rate when there is a constancy, and then there is a negative lapse rate, which is also called temperature inversion, because here what happens, this positive case is inverted, right? So that is what is also known as temperature inversion, which we are going to learn in details in the lectures to come. So let's elaborate further on lapse rate. Now the basic source for all the examination and most of the people who are studying for civil services examination is the NCERT. So what does the NCERT say about this lapse rate? A simple line definition. So the atmosphere is indirectly heated by terrestrial radiation. That is what we already know when we have learned terrestrial radiation and incoming solar insolation, a balance in the previous lecture in heat balance. So what happens? Atmosphere actually absorbs almost 48% of the energy, right? Most of them, that is about 34% or 34 units, is coming from this terrestrial radiation from below, which is released by the earth. So the places near the sea level records what? Higher temperature. It means there is a higher temperature near the ground surface, right? So it is important to understand that ground temperature is higher in normal circumstances, and as we move in the elevations we go, there is decrease of this temperature. So in other words, temperature basically does what? It generally decreases. Now the word catch here is in general. In general, it does not mean in every case. So that is important to understand, that this is the general trend across the globe, that temperature will decrease with increasing height or elevation or altitude. So this rate of decrease of temperature, so what is this? It is basically a rate at which there is this decrease of temperature with height. This is termed as normal lapse rate. Many times you will find this NLR written, or many times you will find this environmental lapse rate as well written. And what is this basically? This is about this normal circumstance when we have this decrease of temperature with increase of altitude. So what is the value here? 6.5 degrees C per 1000 meters, that is per 1 kilometer. And if you want, you can also write it as 1 degree C per 165 meters. So this is also correct. So this is what our NCERT has to say. Now let's understand furthermore. So this lapse rate of non-rising air. Now remember, when we say this non-rising air, what are we referring to? So it basically means this is a normal condition. But remember, we take this normal condition as a benchmark. That's why we say lapse rate of a non-rising air. So in normal condition, what we say? We refer it to as normal or environmental lapse rate, that we have already learned, that is ELR or NLR. So don't get confused when it is NLR written or ELR written. It's more or less the same thing. And then it is highly variable on Earth's surface. And why is it variable? Because of the processes of heat exchange, right? We have learned about radiation, convection, condensation, all the forms of ways of exchange of energy. So this is highly variable because of these factors, because of radiation changes, convection cycles, condensation happening. So the average value we already learned is 6.5 degrees C per kilometer in the lower atmosphere, that is in the troposphere, or 1 degree C per 165 meters. Now at times it also is reversed, and that is what we say is this inversion of temperature, in which we are going to learn inversion of temperature in a separate session. So let's elaborate furthermore. So now the question arises that why does this temperature lapse with elevation? The entire reason for it. So what is the basic idea behind this lapse or lapses, as we say? So the lapse rate in temperature with elevation is primarily due to these reasons that are stated here. So just understand these reasons. The first one is, with increase in elevation, the atmospheric pressure falls. So the first factor that we ascribe this reason is to the pressure factor. So because as we go in the altitude, what is happening? The pressure keeps decreasing, right? So this pressure falls leads to this temperature falls as well. So this is one reason. Then, as pressure is directly proportional to temperature and vice versa, in the gas laws, we are going to learn that in the lecture to come. So in details, so this gas laws are the laws which tell us about this idea of the pressure and temperature relationship, right? So with increasing elevation, when pressure falls, subsequently temperature also falls in the normal condition. So remember, this is about the normal lapse rate. Then second point is, with increase in elevation, what happens further? The concentration of GHG, that is greenhouse gases, as well decrease. Remember, in the lower atmosphere, the concentration of gases is more. As we go in the altitude, the gases concentration keeps decreasing. And remember, greenhouse gases like, you remember carbon dioxide and water vapor, these are the major carriers of heat, that is temperature factor, are associated directly to it. So if these factors are reducing as we go in height, then what will happen? Automatically there will be fall in temperature at a sharp rate. So this is sharp fall in temperature that is associated with the greenhouse gases concentration, which also lapses with elevation. So these are two major reasons. One is the pressure reason and the other is this greenhouse gas concentration. So these are the two major reasons, and hence this heat absorption capacity of this atmosphere decreases. So if there is less of heat absorbed, then automatically the temperature will fall. So this is talking about this normal condition, that is where normal lapse rate or environmental lapse rate is considered. So in a normal situation, these are the reasons. But remember, Earth's surface, or for that matter atmosphere, is having a dynamic process that is operating. So it doesn't happen in the same normal way everywhere, every time. But in normal condition we study so that we can also study variations in comparison to this normal. That's why many times it is also called normal lapse rate, because this is the normal situation, ideal situation in which this phenomena happens in this particular way because of these reasons that is stated here. So pressure and greenhouse gases are the reasons that you need to remember with respect to the normal lapse rate. And now, normally what we see here is, in this diagram, if you observe what you find, this is the normal temperature profile. So what happens? As you see, the ground surface near the city here is warmer, and as you go up in the air, it cools down gradually. So it means the terrestrial radiation which is generated from this terrestrial part is actually having maximum impact near the ground, and this impact keeps minimizing as we go in the upper atmosphere, that is part of the troposphere. But in the reverse case, what happens? This is a normal lapse rate case, but if it is the reverse case, then what happens? See, the ground has become cooler and this temperature has now gone here, and there is this entire layer which is warmer. So when you go from ground to this layer, what starts happening here in this phase? Now here you see that there is a reversal of lapse rate happening. It means now if you go in this layer, as you go in height, there is what? Increase in temperature. So this is called reverse of normal lapse rate, also known as inversion of temperature. And in details, in the lectures to come, separately we are going to look at the inversion of temperature and its factors and further influencers, and how does it impact human lives as well. So I hope you understood clearly this entire phenomena, which is responsible for what? Atmospheric stability, and also at the same time instability. So remember, when we say stability and instability of atmosphere, this normal lapse rate and reverse of this lapse rates, this dynamic phenomena, these changes in temperature which keeps happening on the earth, is also responsible for a stable atmosphere condition or unstable condition. That's why we relate this lapse rate or inversion of temperature with this stability of atmosphere as well. So now, when we have understood about the details of lapse rate, its basic characteristics and its important function, in the lectures to come, we'll be talking about adiabatic lapse rate. So stay tuned, stay safe, and all my best wishes to you.